Scorpio, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can check the description box below. And it'll talk about the card placements and the significance of the spread. Here we go. Scorpio. You are hoping something will come to you very easy. You feel like you've already put in enough hard work and you've already planned everything out, and you're hoping that everything is just going to happen. You're like, okay, I did all this. This is what I did. I expect this, this, and this to happen now. It's a perfect plan that you executed somehow. But the fear that you have is that somebody will see right through you, because you're hoping to project this confidence. You know, you put out all this energy, you put in a little bit of work, and you're like, okay, I want this to happen exactly the way that I envisioned it in my head. But you fear that it will not happen and everyone will see that and you will fall flat on your face. This has to involve more than one other person, because I kind of like, I almost hear a crowd in the background just going, oof. You know, when somebody messes up or falls, or, you know, like somebody misses that 3-point shot in a basketball game, and everybody's like, oh, that's your fear, is that not only will this not work out, but you'll fail in front of a crowd. The reality of the situation is that you've dealt with these kinds of losses in the past. So whatever it is you're dealing with, it's not like something you haven't moved past before. And the reality of the situation is, whether you succeed or fail at this big plan that you put all this energy and effort into, it is about the journey, because this is about the change of perception and choices. So let's pull a few more cards and see if we can get a little bit more clarity on the situation, because it's easy for me to sit here and say, well, you hope you did everything right. You fear that everything's going to go wrong, but it's all about the journey. It's very vague. So let's see what we got. Okay, so this is about reciprocity and a lack of healing, a lack of direction even. So basically, there is more than one person involved in this particular situation, and you were the person who put in all the work that you thought was necessary. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't feel like you allocated your resources properly, and that's where the fear comes in. Now I'm starting to see what happened a little bit better. So I want to say, within the past 6 to 8 weeks, you put a lot of effort into this one thing based on what your perception was 6 to 8 weeks ago. Okay. About 2 weeks or several days ago, your perception of this particular situation shifted, and you're now starting to see and understand things that you didn't understand before. But Scorpio, you are so stubborn. You're like, but I put in all this work. I want to stick to this work that I put in. Don't mind the quacking noise. That's my phone. I'm going to ignore it. So now you're looking at this going, yeah, but now that I have this new information, all the work I put in either wasn't enough, or I took some steps to make this worse. I hope everybody doesn't see my major flaw, this big piece of the puzzle that I overlooked. You're sticking to your guns and hoping that no matter what the outcome, you're going to be able to move past it. You didn't have all the information. You didn't have all the resources at your disposal when you made up your mind. And now you're worried that the work that you put into it will not even be recognized, that the other person or the other entity, because this is a general read, so it can be about a work situation, it can be about a vocational situation, or it could be about a personal relationship. Whatever entity that you're dealing with, you're afraid that they're going to recognize this as a complete failure and never really see the effort that you put in if they notice the steps that you missed. Wow. This is a tough one. And with all the readings I've done today, everything seems to come up with communication. It feels like, as a collective, everybody's stuck in their head trying to figure things out, or everybody's rushing to just make things work the way they think they should make them work. And people are forgetting to open up and just ask, how should this be? Or what do you expect of me? Or what's the outcome you're looking for? So I would say, if you feel you made a mistake, Scorpio, humble yourself, have just a little bit of humility, and go to that person, or go to that job, or go to whatever you need to go to, and say, hey, when I did this, this was the information I have. Now I have this information. Is there anything we can do and add to the work that I've already done to make this better, or to get this outcome? Or what is the outcome that you're looking for? Maybe I need to adjust what I've done. And I think that's the best way to do this. I think just being a little bit humble and reaching out will help ease all of your anxiety and fear regarding this particular situation. Scorpio, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next week.